Yeah, man, people, welcome back, man. Welcome back to Nicardo Media House. I'm out here again with the morning cider show. You understand? The morning tea for the people, them. The morning brew for the people, them. Yeah, very good show. And more, I'm blessed with the people, them, who to continue to supported me in the comment section. I saw it. I really appreciate it and continue to grow with Nicardo Media House Channel and with the morning insider show and the Nick and Dan podcast. We are growing together as one big happy family over here. You understand? But I mean, look, they have to talk about the Reggae Girlz. Yeah, the Reggae Girlz have a big game coming up on Friday against the France national team. You get what I say? But before me get into it, more have to just make a little quick shout out. Yo, big up to my father and big up to my mother who continue to supporting me on this journey. From the get-go, they knew what this whole process of doing this mean to me. You understand? They know what this mean to me already. So even when I really talk to them for a few days, they know already what I'm doing. I'm working hard, working on my craft. You understand? So big up to them who continue to encourage me and know that, look, their only son will only make them be proud of themselves and know that, look, they have done a really good job raising me. You understand? But people, we are here, to talk about the Reggae Girlz, and I'm here to drop a little bit more on KAHEIM Dixon as well, but we are going to spend majority of this time that we have here on the morning side of talking about the Reggae Girlz, which I don't think they get a lot of featured around. You understand? I don't think the Reggae Girlz get a lot of featured. So this is international break for the Reggae Girlz, and I'm here to give the Reggae Girlz their flowers, and I'm here to do my job as well. You understand? To share the knowledge, to share information to the people them, so the people them don't feel like say the Reggae Girlz are getting left out of the pot. No, the Reggae Girlz have qualified for 2 back-to-back World Cup. No other national team, in the Jamaican space at any level have ever done that before. Understand? So we have to big up the Reggae Girlz and continue to support them. The journey, the journey and the train kind of derailed a little bit, but nevertheless, everything picked up back, and we are here to support the Reggae Girlz again. But I just want to look, big up to Dean Burton, who is coming on board to support Busby along the journey, trying to qualify for 2027. And guess what? 2027 will be in Brazil. Will be in Brazil. So big up to the coaching staff. But I mean, when I look some of big names that missing, Bonnie Shaw, we already knew what that whole process was. I have a clip to play about Bonnie Shaw as well. Little information surrounded the issue of her not managed to get that visa issue sorted out as yet. Konya Plummer have left out of the team. Another player that was in the World Cup squad, Solai Washington, that young teenager, she's not in this camp. Trudy Carter, I don't see Trudy Carter. Chena Matthews get rich, and rich out and married and have happy family. She retire from football and also, but some of the names that have left out that that featured in the last World Cup, the big squad that went down, in Australia and New Zealand. But look, before I go any further, let me play the clip. Let me play the clip of the Khadija Bonnie Shaw issue.
Khadija Shaw of Manchester City, who was not selected due to what the Jamaican Federation referred to as a passport situation. Shaw also did not travel to France last month for Manchester City's UEFA Women's Champions League match away to Paris FC after the club reportedly failed to submit the necessary visa application on her behalf. An attempt to make an application on the day of the game was not submitted in sufficient time to be processed. A spokesperson for the French consulate in London said, "On Wednesday, 18 September, the applicant, Ms. Khadija Shaw, went to the service provider in Manchester in charge of collecting visa applications for France, with a view to traveling that same evening. In view of the fact that the French consulate in London does not receive paper visa applications for processing until 2 working days after submission, it was not possible to accept Ms. Shaw's visa application. The consulate did not therefore issue any refusal." Manchester City said they were said to be confident that there will be no future issues. Nevertheless, speaking to the media on Friday, Busby admitted that Shaw, despite playing for Manchester City in Austria last Wednesday, was still unable to travel to France. We spoke last week. She has an issue that kind of limits her travel with her passport. So she's going to try to look to get that rectified next week. That's why she's not in the squad. Jamaican citizens require visas to enter both Austria and France. Shaw, Jamaica's all-time record goal scorer with a staggering 55 goals in just 42 games, has not played for the Reggae Girlz in over a year. She is one of 30 women shortlisted for the 2024 Ballon d'Or Award, which would mean an invitation to attend the ceremony next Monday held in Paris, if she can comply with French entry requirements. Shaw played every minute of Jamaica's first-ever Women's World Cup campaign 5 years ago in France, and lived in the country for the next 2 years after signing for Bordeaux. She is due to play for Manchester City in Champions League matches away in Sweden and Spain over the next 2 months. It remains to be seen whether her passport issues will be resolved before then, and Jamaica's next 2 games against South Africa at the end of the year. After playing 90 minutes against Aston Villa on the weekend, Shaw will now not have a game for 2 weeks, a situation that is unlikely to please her club manager. Apart from the enforced absence away to Paris FC, Shaw has played in every game for the club this season. Speaking on Friday, Manchester City head coach Gareth Taylor admitted he wants to keep Shaw playing regularly. "I think it's really important that she continues with her rhythm. Some players are different."
It's been something that I've been surfacing around, the UK space around since September the 18th. Yeah, September the 18th when Khadija Bonusha did for play that first legged game in the UEFA Champions League qualifying round against Paris FC, where she couldn't make it. So that is just the issue that surrounded Khadija Bonusha not getting a US not a US visa, a French visa. But Khadija Bonusha went to the World Cup in 2019 in France. She played 2 years after that at Bordeaux. So I don't know, I don't understand, man. I don't understand. She went to Austria the other day and play against St. Pölten, the women team in the Champions League. She about to go to Sweden. She about to play is it Ammerby? And I think it's Hack. And then she about to play in Spain against FC Barcelona club. So I don't know what's the issue with France and Khadija Bonusha, but hopefully the issue can solve really quickly, so she don't have any issues of going to France in the future. But I mean, look, you have some players that just coming in the team. You have some players that still pretty much brand new around the team. But more big up Taylor Hines, the Liverpool player. Yeah, the Liverpool player is about to feature in the Reggae Girlz team as well. Big name, big inclusion. This is a player I've been playing at the top level for some while, for Liverpool. I think she have been playing for Liverpool for the last 6 seasons, 7 seasons, something like there. You understand? But can play at wing back, is it a right or left, good addition to the squad. And the squad, them it a regroup again, let's play this clip with Uber. But no, I don't have a clip. I don't have that clip, but Busby have been, traveling around the UK, scouting players, looking for players, have been commit to the Reggae Girlz, want to play for the Reggae Girlz, player like Seria A, player like Natasha Thomas, they want to play for the Reggae Girlz, you understand? So, it's happy to see that on the women's side, the girls are actually reaching out, want to play for the Reggae Girlz. But let's talk about, Natasha Thomas, yeah? Listen to this clip of Natasha Thomas, yeah? The Ipswich Town leading goal scorer of the Ipswich Town all-time leading goal scorer for the women senior team, the senior program. You understand? A very good striker, and she is the girl that they said they replacing Khadija Bonusha for the meantime. This female is a professional player. She have signed a professional contract in 2021, but she's still not making enough money for ends meet. So she is a personal gym trainer that she's been working 30 to 40 hours per week to make 2 ends meet in terms of financial budget. You understand? But listen to the Reggae Girlz, sensational, the top striker in the future, girl that will come and help Khadija Bonusha alongside Seria A. But listen to what Thomas have to say.
For me, I feel empowered. I feel that as soon as I put that shirt on, the fact that I'm lucky enough to put on the town shirt, it fills me with joy. So my first contract for the club, it was a great feeling because it was one of those where I didn't think it was ever going to even come. Ralph Pruden got me here at Ipswich, so he was the coach at the time. He was just like, you're going to have to work very hard, and I was like, okay, I can do that, and here we are still here about 9 years later. I remember getting invited to one of the men's games, and I had no idea that I was going to have to go down on the pitch and collect the shirt. Yeah, it's little things like that that the club have done for players, past and present, and it does mean a lot. I've got that now up on my wall at home. I think the development that I've got from Joe and past assistant coaches here at Ipswich Town, they've only made me strive for even more. It's not just about the goals, it's about my out possession play and winning the ball back to the team and working hard. For us, it's always about trying to get to that next stage and playing a big club like West Ham, like Man City. And it's just nice to see where you are and whether you're still growing and impacting the game at a higher standard. It was eye-opening and it was a learning curve for all involved. But as a club and as an individual, we love the FA Cup. It's definitely something that I look back on, and to be able to play alongside the players that I played with that day as well. So, yeah, no, the FA Cup holds a big part within my heart and within my career so far. But yeah, I still don't even feel like it's real at the moment, being the all-time top goal scorer as well. But I think for me, as long as I'm helping and supporting the team, whether I score, whether I don't, I just want to ensure that the end goal is what we're all striving for, and if I can help and impact that, then that's great. It was amazing. Starting off with the 10,000 fans, over 10,000, you really heard them, and at the same time you wasn't scared to do what you need to do on the pitch. You weren't scared to take on a player or hear the roar, so that really did help. And of course, playing at Portman Road is amazing, and to score at Portman Road and how electric it was, it just felt amazing.
Pesquet rolls in and looks to set Natasha Thomas on her way. Here's Thomas inside the penalty area, thinking about a shot, right-footed effort, it's off the post and in! Natasha Thomas! In the Ipswich half, looking forward for Gunning Williams, and it drops from Natasha Thomas inside the penalty area. Thomas, can she make it three? She can! Natasha Thomas with a brace at Portman Road!
That day is really, really up there for me, I think, especially with not even just the result, just the feeling for the game. For me personally, I was edging to get onto that pitch. Who doesn't want to be on the pitch scoring at Carrow Road against Norwich City? So yeah, I think when we came on, I think the three of us that came on all scored, but not just taking who scored. The way the girls played from front to back allowed us to be able to do that. I think I shushed a few fans when some of you scored, but it was just an immense feeling, and I think for us as well, we just know we want more of that.
As announced this week, Tash has become the club's all-time record appearance maker.
Players like Amanda Crump, Lindsay Cooper, who both had the record before me. I mean, I just wanted to, I didn't think I'd ever get there, if I'm honest. I think I've been able to thrive because of the support I've had and the belief that's been put into me, and if I can keep on helping the team, the community and the badge, to make sure that it's the best it can be, and we'll see if we can get to that 300.
So yeah, Thomas, 216 games, 152 goals. You understand? Ipswich Town top striker. She have been doing it good at Portman Road at Ipswich. It's good to see that we are getting these types of quality players. And looking ahead, she's 28. She still have that hunger to play for one of those top teams in the WSL. She have been playing for Ipswich Town, from 2015, yet to play in the top flight women league in England. So hopefully, this is the season that her breakout season where she can actually go to the next level and further her career and get even better under a better team, better managers, with better players, and bring over that experience to the Reggae Girlz, guys. We're going to need it. Look at how the Reggae Girlz squad, it was so thin. The front line, it was so thin. If you take out Akela McKenna in that World Cup squad, when Khadija Bonishaw was out injured, we don't really have much like for like, number 9 players that can bang the goal in. Tiffany Cameron was out there and wide right, but we need players. We need players in terms of players are dropping out. Players are coming in. Players are going to college. They're not going to be available of every international window. So Natasha Thomas. Good to see that she is on board. Yeah, and look, she is, she's a heritage player. She qualified for both grandparents, and you could see it up on the screen. She wear those shin pads with her grandparents' picture on her own shin pads. So she is known. She said, look, they will only be proud of her representing Jamaica, the Reggae Girlz. Yeah, so looking out for Natasha Thomas in the future, and looking forward to see what she will bring to the table coming on Friday. But look, if she don't play properly and don't have a good game on Friday, we still will encourage her, and hopefully the best, she will get better. But I mean, Shania Ailes, a player that have scored a hat-trick for Newcastle, played for Newcastle women team alongside Bailey, I think Paige Bailey. She's 24, you understand? But listen to what she have to say after scoring a hat-trick on the weekend before the international break.
So Shania, 3-1 up going in at added time, 3-3. This one must really sting for the whole team.
Yeah, it's difficult. Obviously, I'm happy to get the goals, but also the 3 points would have been nice. Would have put us in a good place going forward. But we'll take the point, we'll learn from it, and we'll go again after the international break.
Is that the biggest thing, learning lessons from this and making sure it doesn't happen again later in the season?
Yeah, definitely. I think we have to be better, because ultimately we'll get punished, and obviously if we want to get promoted and go further on, then I think we have to just be better in the final minutes. I think we had 8 minutes to go. We have to do better, but it was tough for the girls going down to 10. It's not ideal, but yeah, we have to do better in the moments.
But what about the way we started the game? We came absolutely firing out the blocks. First shot on target, you scored from it, and then we just had a great start there.
Yeah, definitely. I think it was a good start. Good to get a couple goals to get the game going. But like I say, it's bittersweet. I think I'm happy, but yeah, we're all gutted. But like I say, we've got Birmingham after the international break. We have to take 3 points from that game.
And touching on your performance as well, hat-trick for the club as well. It's a hard one to score a hat-trick, but also not pick up 3 points. But you must be buzzing with yourself, especially at the minute. I think that's 5 goals now for you.
Yeah, I'm buzzing. It's my first professional hat-trick in the women's game, so I'm happy with that. I always seem to get 2 and then I don't get the 3rd, but no, I'm buzzing with that. I want goals this season, so yeah, that's what I did today. But like I say, I'm happy, but obviously I wanted the 3 points as well. But we'll take the point and we'll just move forward from there.
And how do you reflect on the season so far, heading into the international break, from a team point of view and personally for yourself?
Yeah, I think we've done well. Obviously, where the team's come from, it's obviously been difficult at times, but we have done well. It's just about now seeing out games, doing better with that after the international break. And yeah, anything can happen in this league. People drop points all the time, so it's just we have to counter that when we can, and hopefully, like I say, we can get a win after international break and take the next bit of the season, get some wins.
Yeah, so that's Shania Ailes. She had a few caps for the Reggae Girlz already in the past. I think she made a debut sometime in June. Yeah, but another player, Michaela Days, a player that have been represented as well. Played for Rhodes, the second tier in French football. She have played for Saint Etienne before in the past. Now she's at Rhodes in the second tier French football. But look, overall of this squad, when I look on this squad, let me pull up the squad. You have Rebecca Spencer, you have Sydney, Chantel Swaby, Alison, these players, Denisha Blackwood, Vivian Sampson, the usual suspect. In the midfield, you have Primus, you have Drew Spence, you understand. I'm just calling out the staples, the column, the players them that went to the last World Cup. You know, you have the Paige Bailey Cole, McKenna, Jodie Brown. You know, so when you look at it, you have a lot of players since 2019 until now have changed 2 to 3 clubs, and players are moving up the ranking of playing for higher clubs, you know, in the women's professional setup. So things are getting better. You know, I'm just saying, I'm a little bit emotional around the Reggae Girlz, to be honest, of what really happened. You know, after the World Cup, we played the Canadian national team, you know, to qualify for, you know, I think the Olympic. Yeah, we trying to qualify for the Olympic. You know, so things never really materialized out, and you know, we didn't manage to get into the first Women's Gold Cup tournament in the US. So things have been there. So hopefully, you know, Deanne Burton and Busby can really come in and pick up things and, you know, move on with the program and get the program kickstart again, so we can prepare the girls and, you know, give them the best preparation for, I think next year the World Cup qualifier will start for the women as well, kicking off in 2025. So looking forward to that. But I mean, very good squad. But look, they're going to come up against a France national team, but France will be without these players. Naomi Filler, they out because of injury. You know, Sakina Kararuchi, you know, Selma Baka, you know, Grady Emba, you know, Sande Tolote, you know, big midfielder player. Yeah, you have Amel Madri, you know, veteran. You know, you have Katoto, very good player. You know, very good player. You know, you have Sar, you know, you have Melvin Mallord. You know, those players will be out, you know, because of injury. But you know, we didn't qualify for the Olympics because look, preparation, you know, with the two-legged game, you know, we failed to make the Gold Cup. You know, we didn't manage to go to the next level against playing against Guatemala and Panama in that group because it was a second string team. Look what happened. You know, the team came back in a few months back, play Brazil 2 game in Brazil. You know, so things haven't been the best, but if you look at it, we are kickstarting this program by playing very, very good teams. A lot of people can say, hey, you know, getting the program kickstart again, why not play some lesser opponent and get some win on the belt, you know, get the confidence with the girls again, you know, try to find back that system. But these teams are the world best teams in the world. If you cannot kickstart the preparation by playing the best teams in the world, I don't think these girls really ready for football as yet. So they have to come up against the best. The Reggae Girlz, 10 years ago, we couldn't have friendly against Brazil twice. We couldn't have friendly against, you know, France, in France, coming up against the Bafana girls, you know, at home in December. Yeah, I think it's December. No, I think it's December or November. You know, twice. We're going to play them twice, you know, in Jamaica. So we didn't really have these luxury of games, you know, so we have to big up, you know, whoever is getting these games for the Reggae Girlz. But yeah, people, you know, that's surrounding the Reggae Girlz. But next up, I want to talk about. So I was on the Nicardo podcast, you know, with me and Francis, you know, on Sunday night, and we were talking about KAHEIM Dixon and the whole issue, and you know, his manager came out and said, look, he's like, only if I knew, man, I would have probably given him more time, because I'd have probably create more moments. Yeah, people are saying KAHEIM Dixon is not good enough, labeling him is not good enough. KAHEIM Dixon is probably the best youth player that come out of Jamaica over the last, you know, you say 24 months. I don't want to put it, but just say KAHEIM Dixon is probably one of the best youth player over the last 12 months, alongside Dujan Whisper Richards, coming from the Costa Cup. Remember, KAHEIM Dixon journey really started as Whisper did have so much preparation, you know, playing in these prestige youth academies, you know, being getting looked after very well. You understand? So KAHEIM Dixon season really, and his journey really started in his last year of the Costa Cup. So it's like his journey have started like three years ago. The Costa Cup, Arnett Card, and now Charlton Athletic. His trajectory, it's only going up. So labeling KAHEIM Dixon is not good enough. No one outlined it and said, look, these are the stuff that the players doing. No, them are gonna say Charlton is not a big club. Charlton is not a historic club. Like, really? Charlton was a Premier League club. You understand? But look at some of these names that Charlton have developed and sold on to different clubs, and these players have all come and went on to play in the Premier League. You know, Darren Bent is still the most expensive departure that ever leave the Valley. You know, he left Ipswich Town. No, he left Charlton Athletic and moved to Tottenham Hotspur for £24 million at that time. Yeah, you have Scott Parker, I think, went to Chelsea at the time. You know, you have Joe Gomez leaving Charlton for Liverpool. You know, you have Ezra Konsa that went on to play for Bristol City, yeah, after leaving Charlton, and went on to play for Aston Villa. Now a staple in a Unai Emery team at Aston Villa, playing Champions League football. You know, you have Adama Lukman that went on to play for Everton in the Premier League as well. You know, you have Kyle Jenkinson that left Charlton and went straight to Arsenal and playing Premier League, Champions League football. And then you have Semi Ajayi, a player that is playing at West Brom at the moment, you know, alongside, you know, newly player from the Reggae Boys, you know, Mason Oldgate. You understand? So they have players that they have developed and sold on to different clubs, players that went on to play in the Premier League. So with this KAHEIM Dixon stuff, you know, him already have certain things that a lot of young players don't really have: the determination, the drive, the willingness to learn and adapt to his surrounding. Yeah, the manager just coming to realize that, look, this player is a special player in terms of making impacts on the pitch. How can he get the best out of KAHEIM Dixon in the future? Yeah, how can he develop this player, remove him from, you know, the raw Cornmeal and make him become a more refined Cornmeal, make him be more refined on the pitch. He's look more smooth in his transition play. You know, so this thing of, you know, Charlton Athletic is not a big club. Charlton has been known as one of those top club in League One that have produced and developed some of the best talent that goes on to play in the Premier League in the future. So it's just a moment of time before KAHEIM Dixon, you know, will make the next step. Yeah, with the trajectories on, 2 more years from now, he will be playing for, you know, is either he'll be playing for the Charlton Athletic team, yeah, the senior team. He will be out and out starter. You have people compare Yamel, saying that Yamel, you know, you have people comparing KAHEIM Dixon with Leon Bailey. Leon Bailey went to Europe when he was like 14, 15 or 13. So him have the backing of a Craig Butler pushing him to Europe. KAHEIM Dixon never really have that. As I said, his journey really started around 17, 18. No one knew KAHEIM Dixon, including me, before he played that last season in the Costa Cup for Clarendon College, where he scored so many goals. So I'm just saying, give the youngster his flowers. Give the youngster, you know, time to develop. You know, his development is a little bit late than usual. Yes, when Leon Bailey was KAHEIM Dixon age, he was playing at the top level in Europe. But KAHEIM Dixon never started out as a Leon Bailey. His pathway is different. As Daniel have said, Jamie Vardy, when he was 25, he was playing for Fleetwood Town. 25, Jamie Vardy was playing for Fleetwood Town, working as a part-time factory worker and playing non-league football, getting, you know, 150, 200 pound a week. Now Jamie Vardy is playing Premier League football at Premier League champion. Yeah, Leicester City all-time Premier League goal scorer. So who's to know that KAHEIM Dixon can't do the same thing, you know, with the Addicts? Yeah, who to know he can't do the same thing with the Addicts? So give the look of your time, you know, cherish him. He's our talent. You know, even Kendra Paez, his development and his pathway is different in Ecuador. Kendra Paez, you know, started out, you know, Independiente Valle, you know, in Ecuadorian football, where he started his club career, you know, at 15. Started, you know, a year after that playing for the Ecuadorian national team. Everybody's situation is different. So this is KAHEIM Dixon pathway. He's 20 and he's still learning. He has a long way to go. And even when his career going to come to an end, he's still be learning the game. You never stop learning. The journey of someone to be continue to learning, yeah, it's a never ending story. So KAHEIM Dixon is one of our bright future, him and Whisper. Yeah, so let's cherish him, you know, let's you know, encourage him, and hopefully he can keep it heads high, because he will be a vital player for us, you know, in the few years time from now for the Reggae Boys. Yeah, so people, big up on yourself. You know, this is the Morning Insider Show. You know, really appreciate everybody, you know, who are come on the journey. Yeah, we are one happy big family over here. Big up on yourself. I'm out. Salute.